Hi, everybody. I'm Jillian telling from People, and as you know, we've got Missy and Bryan Lanning, also known as Dailey Bumps. Welcome, welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Hi. Thanks for being here on our Instant stage. If this is the first time you've been to this area, Instant is a new mobile site that's dedicated to digital artists like yourself from People magazine, People and EW, Entertainment Weekly. And it's sort of the place to go, video only, the way we obsess over, sort of traditional celebs in our crazy outdated outlets like magazines. We will do that now online. So before we get started, I want you to pick a box, box 1 or box 2.
Oh,
There's a
no.
challenge in there.
Box 1 or box 2? What are you guys saying? Box 1 or box 2?
Two.
I was thinking 2.
I'm hearing
also.
lots of 2s. We'll pick box 2.
All right, we're gonna put that aside, and then later.
Is there like a new pair of kicks in there?
I
Like some Nikes or something?
I don't think it's a gift. It's a challenge. And if you guys have questions, then hop onto Twitter and tweet them at instant.me, and we'll get to those in the end and take some fan questions. All right. So, where are the boys? That's the first question I'm sure everyone wants to know.
Finn, I think, is out there in the crowd somewhere. There she is. My sister's got her right now, so
Hi,
he's out
Finn.
there.
Oh, they're here.
He's supposed to be napping, so he's in trouble.
Yes. And Ollie's actually at home with Mimi and Papa right now.
Oh, well, they are so cute.
Thank you.
Is it exciting for you guys? I mean, being a parent, every parent is very proud of their children. Is it exciting to hear people like me and everybody say, your kids are so cute, we love them so much? Or does sometimes it seem weird, like, who are you?
It is kind of weird, but at the same time, it's kind of always known as parents because he kind of grew up and already had sort of an audience, and so since I can remember, people just always, I love Ollie, and at first I remember him being a baby, I'm like, all these people are like saying how cute he is, and it's just, I don't know, it's strange, but you get used to it, and it's kind of fun, because I think he's adorable, so.
Yeah, I think when they do it now, I'm like, I know, right?
Exactly.
I know.
He's so cute.
He is
It's
cute.
ridiculous.
Both of them are cute. So do they ever have problems with the cameras? Do they, like, I have a toddler, and there's absolutely no way I could do what you do because he's always like, Mom, give it to me, and he wants to look at the videos straight away of himself. You seem very well behaved.
Give that kid a channel.
It would just be this.
Yeah.
So
No, he doesn't have a problem with the camera. He has problems with crowds,
Yeah.
though. So, like,
Yeah.
in environments like this, if there's a crowd forming around us, he'll just start swinging punches. And honestly, we keep him back for you guys because he could do some harm.
Yeah, he has hit a couple of people, and I'm like, I'm
He's like,
sorry.
get out of my face!
But he really doesn't mind the camera. He's not like overly crazy in front of the camera, but he's also not like, get that away from me. So it's kind of like a really nice balance right now. So I like that.
And I guess you'll find out as Finn grows older how he reacts to it when he can walk and
Yes.
grab at things too.
Right now, he loves it. He just smiles at everyone. He's happy as
does.
can be.
So let's talk a little bit about what your life was like before you had kids, because you've had this channel for 3 years and counting, right? You just had your big 3-year milestone earlier in January. So I know you started because of what had happened with you and your miscarriage, and talk a little bit about how the YouTube community sort of helped you through that, and how cathartic it was, and whether it was cathartic.
Yeah, I started my YouTube channel, just mine, Missy Lanning, and I started it because I wanted to connect with women who were kind of going through the same thing as me, whether I was just pregnant or if I was, having miscarriages or having...
The pregnancy community on YouTube is huge.
Yes, it is, and they're a really tight-knit group, actually. So I started watching them before I was pregnant, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, I feel like I know this girl even though I don't know her. And then I started going through my struggles, and I was like, you know what? I want to be one of those girls that they can come to talk to. And if anything, that I just wanted something good to come out of what I'd been struggling with. And so, yeah, I think that I started my channel just looking for that same, community that I had been in search for, and I found it for sure.
It kind of just blew up, honestly.
Right.
Her talking about what she was going through. And we started to gain an audience on her channel, and they wanted more. So we decided to create another channel, which you guys know as Dailey Bumps, and that was like the main channel, and everyone wanted to see what we were doing. So they kind of got to see it more detailed on that channel.
Was it totally surprising at first, like how many people were coming to your channel and
Oh,
then
yeah.
also to
Was.
Dailey Bumps?
I didn't expect anyone to watch it. Like because I watch sort of smaller channels as well, and so I was like, gosh, if I had like 1,000 people that watch me, like that'd be crazy. Like I'd be famous, you know. And so I didn't even expect that to happen, but I thought that'd be crazy. And pretty
Every
much
number was huge to us. It was like,
Yes.
oh my gosh, 50
100,
people watched
yeah.
this video. You know, we celebrate little things like that. We're like, it was crazy to us, and it still is now.
yeah, I didn't expect anyone to watch it really.
And how has it changed your life? I mean, do you get recognized now everywhere you go? How different is your life now from 3 years ago?
It's so different. I mean,
It's very different.
I was an office manager in a little tiny office, and I
I
just
waited
kind of worked
tables
alone.
for 7 years.
Yeah.
You know, I waited tables, and now we go to the mall, and people stop us, and they watch our videos, and they tell us their stories, and it's really cool because we can see not only online the impact we have in people's lives, but when we meet them in person and they tell us their stories and how we changed their lives or how we helped them through something, that's always the best part.
Yeah. And do you find your audience and your viewers are older and moms themselves, or do you also get like the younger sort of
I feel like
teens?
it's all over the board.
It really is. There's a
'Cause
lot of moms and a lot of families.
A lot of people who say my kids started watching and then I started watching, you know, and being moms and stuff. And so
And I think that's cool because parents should be watching what their kids are watching online too. You know,
Right.
being
Yeah.
involved in it is really cool.
I love it. I think that we're able to kind of reach out to a smaller and older generation, so it's nice.
What's one of your videos that just like blew up, that had, 2 million views that you were totally not expecting because you thought, oh, well, here's, some banal part of my day, but people just obsessed over it?
Yeah.
The craziest one that we didn't expect was just like trapped in a water park.
Baby trapped in water park.
Like
yeah.
what? Why?
Every one of you guys have seen it, right? Yeah. So we went to the water park and
My
Ollie.
sister's birthday.
Yeah, Ollie was walking. He was crawling. He was a baby, going through a tunnel. We took a picture of it, used it as a thumbnail, and we had this epic water park vlog. And I think now it has like 50 million views.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And he had already been born, so we thought, oh, the birth vlog might get a lot of views. But the trapped in a water park? Why? We
People
don't
want
know.
to see him playing in the water more than being born. I
Yeah.
find that interesting.
And the baby poop explosion, too.
Oh yeah, that one did
Yes.
really well too.
Yep. And they're
You're all
always
a
just
bunch
random.
of sickos.
That's the crazy thing about YouTube is you can't really plan it. Like you think this one might do good, but it's always just like a random video. You're like, okay.
Right. Do you have any like house rules, like we do not film this moment, or things that are sacred to you that you just want to keep to yourself?
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. We definitely try and have like specific times that are not being vlogged. This is just for us. And of course we have like basic rules. In front of our house, it's just we don't vlog and
Right.
what other rules? Obviously, if they're like taking a bath or showering, things like that.
Right.
Like we just try and be really respectful in that, but also still, able to capture those fun moments, but not too many, I guess.
Right. And do you ever feel nervous? We were talking backstage, and I said, "Oh, are you nervous to go out?" And you said, "Yes, because there's actually people out there," and not thinking when you're taking videos that 50 million
Yes.
people will see it.
I'm gonna take this one too. I get really, really nervous, and honestly, I get nervous because I'm actually a very shy, quiet person. I'm definitely more introverted, and so in front of a camera, sure, like I'm either one with my family, so I'm really comfortable, or I'm in front of just like a lens. And then you stick me out in front of like a ton of people, and then I'm like, oh gosh, I'm not gonna be the same person because I'm gonna be shy and quiet, and so I get really nervous, especially doing stuff like this.
But I think what people love about it is that you're real, and they don't care that you're not outlandish and boisterous.
Yeah.
They like that you're you and
Yeah.
that you get shy. So I have to ask about the kids a little bit. How old are they now? They're 2 and...
Yeah, so Ollie actually will be 3 next month,
Okay.
and Finn is 7 months.
Yeah, he'll be 8 months today?
23rd, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll be 8 months tomorrow.
And what are they like? Does one child take after Brian and one take after you? What are their personalities? Are they like you when you were kids?
Well, everyone says that Ollie is a lot like Bryan. Like, he's kind of crazy. He's got this attitude.
Crazy.
And,
Yeah.
and I guess he kind of takes off after Bryan. And I don't know about Finn. I feel like he's going to be more like me, but I don't know. They definitely are very distinct personalities, very different.
Yeah, and they're going to be interesting together, too. Just two boys fighting over toys, running around the house.
Right.
It's going to be cool.
What do you think it'll be like when they're a little older and they can sort of understand that they've grown up in front of, thousands of millions of people?
Well, hopefully they don't sue us.
I know.
No, I think they're, I don't know. I always think about it, like, I don't know who I was as a child growing up. I have very little video of me as a child, very few pictures even. So I always thought how cool it would be if I was able to look back at what my parents were like during that time or what I was doing through that time. You know, he's going to be able to see him going to swim class and knowing, oh, that's why I know how to swim, because I was doing that at 6 months old. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like that, I think, is really valuable for him.
Yeah, it's exciting. I meant to ask you about this earlier, but you guys have a big announcement that you want to talk about right now, right?
Yeah. So I have a little announcement regarding music. A lot of you guys know that I'm working on an album right now. We're actually in production right now. And I wanted to use this spot to tell you guys the title of the album is actually called Us. So the album is a concept album, and it's going to be really cool because it's going to start with Missy and I before we were even together, and it's going to go through a lot of different stories that you guys have never heard before regarding our relationship.
That's great.
So it's gonna, start with us being kids in Idaho, and in the middle, it's gonna talk about, a lot of crazy stuff that happened in our life that we don't really openly talk about, and then at the end, kind of where we are now.
Great. So there are things that you haven't totally shared with your audience,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the album? Are you excited?
I to be honest, at first I was really nervous about it. It kind of just was like, we've been through a lot as a couple, and a lot of you may even know this. If you've kind of been watching, you'll know that we have gone through some major ups and downs.
We're normal people.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure.
I think that's
and,
what's
and
important.
There's been a part of our marriage where things were not as great as they are now, and he kind of shares about that. And so at first I was like, oh my gosh, this is really deep. Like, you're gonna really show them a window into our relationship. But after really getting to hear a lot of his songs, I think it's gonna be really, really special. And I think
It's gonna be an emotional story for sure.
I think people are gonna really, hopefully, relate to it, because no relationship is perfect, and sometimes I think we come off as perfect because we don't share all the little things in our life. Yeah. And so I think you guys are going to be like, wow, they do have a real relationship,
That's great.
And that's just one of the things I really want to portray is, we people say we're perfect on camera, but I mean, if you know our story, we went through struggles just like everyone does, and we want people to be able to relate to that.
Great. When's that coming?
So Us will be released either later this year or very early next year.
Okay. And how do your extended families react to sort of your life now as YouTube celebrities? And do they like it? Do they think it's fun? Do they think it's totally crazy?
They think it's crazy. When I released my EP in January, I had a big party at YouTube Space, and we packed it. And we invited all our family. Our entire family was there, and they had no idea. And so they were seeing fans rush up to us, and they were taking pictures with them.
My uncle, he doesn't
Yeah.
even watch YouTube, and he's like, Missy, you're famous. So I'm like, no, I'm not.
It's like we've hidden that from them for so long, and now they.
He was shocked. I mean, I think a lot of my family members were like, okay, what's going on? I thought you just made silly videos on YouTube. And I'm like, I do. That's all I do.
Right. Well, you're the new famous.
I guess so.
Okay, let's take a quick moment and hit up the TMI jar.
Ooh, the
and
TMI jar.
Since there's two of you, I'm going to have you each take one.
Oh my
and
goodness. Okay.
You're going to have to answer a very personal question.
Goodness.
All right, let's start with Missy. What have you got?
What was the strangest gift you've ever received from a fan?
Did you ever get any old underwear?
No, I've never got underwear. I gotta think about this one for like a second, because we've received a lot of gifts.
We have received a lot of gifts at meet and greets. I would say the Strangest, but not in a bad way. We got that. We still have it too, but it's like an immaculate, like what is it? Like knitted, like poster with and it has Ollie, and it has all his birth charts on it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was like, it was strange because I was like, I have no idea what that is or why anyone would want it. But then I looked at it and I was like, it's so detailed.
But I love it.
So much work went into that. Yeah.
I definitely still love it. I kind of wanted to find the person who did that one, and was like, can you make one for Finn?
I know. If you're watching, we want one for Finn.
That's strange, though. I'm going to think for like a minute, and then...
So my TMI says, cat or dog person, and why? I got off easy, guys. Missy wouldn't be happy with this answer, but I would say cat person.
I'm perfectly fine with that answer.
I love cats. But we'll probably never have cats because she's obsessed with dogs.
Ollie wants a cat so bad.
Ollie does want a little kitty. Do you guys think we should get Ollie a kitty?
Yes.
See?
Okay.
See?
I figured out the strangest gift we've ever
Oh.
seen.
Okay, what?
Okay, so it was like a picture frame of crayons, but then they like melted it, and so it all was like melted crayons together, and it was just like very strange looking. I think they made it into like a picture frame or something.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that is interesting. That's very cool.
Frame
Well,
made
now
out
you have
crayons.
to tweet a picture of it out so
Yes.
we can see what it looks like. So tell us about your relationship with other YouTube families. Have you made a lot of friends through the community?
Yeah, YouTube is great because you get to meet people who are like-minded. You know, they go through the same things. We have really good friends, Ellie and Jared. They're in Utah. Colin and Katie live in Alabama. So we kind of created this network of friendship where everyone watches all of us, and we all get together a couple times a year and just have fun. It's cool.
Yeah, I think that making friends on YouTube is like the funnest thing ever because we can all connect in, you know, so many different ways. It is a bummer we live so far away from each other, but it's kind of the fun of it because we get to kind of visit each other, and then everyone gets excited because their favorite YouTubers with their other favorite YouTuber, and so it's kind of fun.
Great. And what's your interaction with your audience like? Do you find that most of your commenters are very positive and say nice things about you?
Oh my
So
gosh.
nice. I would say that we have probably one of the most positive communities. If you go on our videos and you look at our comments, everyone like uplifts each other. They have conversations, you know, bonding over this video that we created, and it's really cool.
Yeah, our viewers are honestly like just so awesome, so sweet, so kind. I
If
love
I ever need a
meeting
pick
you
me up,
guys.
I read some of your comments and it helps.
Yes,
so thank
for
you guys.
sure.
That's great. So you don't have too much. I mean, as a parent, I know if somebody said something, you know, bad about one of my kids, I would just want to like go strangle them. So if you come across
if they
that, you know.
do, it gets buried by positivity,
Okay.
which is what's important.
Yeah, I think in the beginning when I was like the first time mom, and the first time that happened, I kind of might have come out of my shell a little bit, like, I'm gonna strangle you.
Mama bear?
Yes, but you know, at some point you just realize that those people are kind of crazy. They're
Right.
not normal, and they're not the person that you should be listening to. You should be listening to the people who actually love you and are normal. So.
Great. So this is your 4th year. What can we expect from you guys? Do you have any big trips planned this year, or
We always got a trip planned.
Yeah.
Always got stuff going on, yeah.
What's going on? Give us
We're
a
not
little
al-
sneak
We're not
peek.
allowed to take breaks. We are going to be in London in December, which
That's
we're
exciting.
really excited about. We got tickets to go see the Harry Potter play.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to take the boys, and we're just going to explore the city later this year, so that should be cool.
Yeah, I think we really want to do a New York trip soon.
And if VidCon wants to invite us to Australia, we'll be there, right?
Heck yeah.
How are the boys as travelers?
They are so good. Honestly, I think that since Ollie's been doing it since he was a baby, he's a pro, man. He gets on that airplane, takes his shoes off, props his feet up, has his iPad, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna
His
chill
socks
here."
too. If I don't take off his socks too.
Yeah.
He makes me take off his socks. He just chills, yeah.
And right now, Finn is so easy because he's just like chill. But you know, there was a period when Ollie was pretty much hard from like maybe like 1 to 1.5. So I'm waiting
like
for
us
that
taking turns bouncing him
Yeah.
through the aisle
for like 5 hours
of
straight.
this crowded plane. Everyone hated us. They
Yeah.
were like, throw them off.
Every parent can relate to that. Trust me. I
Yeah.
will not take my 2-year-old on a plane right now. I just refuse. All right. So tell us one moment that, besides, I know you talked about sort of in front of your house in the shower, or what's one moment that you guys really like to keep to yourselves as a family that we won't see? Is it like Christmas Eve or something like that?
No, Christmas Eve is open.
Yeah.
I don't cut out anything during Christmas time. You guys get the hour-long vlogs around Christmas time. They love it.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of have every day we try and have at least multiple times a day, honestly, that we just are like, let's just chill, let's just not vlog this. Because as daily vloggers, you could get really caught up on just like, okay, vlog this, let's do this, vlog this, vlog this. But you have to not vlog sometimes, because otherwise it becomes all about the camera, and you don't want your kids to be like, oh, we're just doing this for YouTube, or oh, they're just playing with me because they're trying to make a video, you know?
Right.
So we constantly try and, I would say Ollie maybe sees the camera 5 minutes throughout the day, and the rest of the day, he's just playing, he's just having fun with
Right.
us, and it's normal. So we try and make sure every day that they don't really see that camera too much.
That's
I wouldn't
great.
say there's anything like too sacred we don't show. Obviously normal stuff, but yeah, we've gotten to a point where we're really balanced about it.
Yeah, that's great. It's very hard in this day and age not to sort of be on your phone and texting, and,
Yeah.
and that's how we communicate. And, you know, doctors say no screen time before 2, and you're like, well, have you had a 2-year-old in this day and age? Like, it's
That's
absolutely
impossible.
impossible. But that's great that he only sees that 5 times a day. All right, I want to check out. Oh wait, let's see our time. Oh, we have to do your challenge. We're running out of
Ooh,
time.
we got a challenge,
All
so
right,
we gotta
let's
open
that up.
this. Okay. Opening up the box.
We told them we just don't want to eat anything.
We have to eat something. Okay. What does it say?
Do your funniest impression of one another. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, I'm Missy. I'm really shy. Don't take pictures of me.
No way.
What's for dinner? I don't like that. I don't want to go there. They don't serve bread there. What
Wow,
are you
I'm
thinking?
so whiny.
Brian, take out the trash.
Oh my god.
That's one of those moments we
No.
don't see, huh?
Hang on.
You want to know me? Oh, whatever.
Wait.
That is so you on Snapchat all
no,
day.
this is you. Wait, you gotta take the other side. That's not my good side.
Oh wait, what's the one?
I have said that. This
What's
is-
his selfie face? Can you do
This
his
is my
selfie
good
face?
side.
Does he have a perfect?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is Brian's selfie face. No, I don't know.
All right,
have a
what's-
good-
what's
everyone
Missy's?
has a good side, okay?
Right,
No,
it's
I
true.
do not, okay? I don't even, well, maybe I do. I don't know.
It's
I
all
just don't
good.
care.
What's Missy's selfie face?
Missy selfie face? It's
Yeah.
like really like cute but innocent. Like she knows she looks good, but she's like, and then she throws a Snapchat filter on it.
Does Ollie have a selfie face? Does he
Oh
know
my
how to do
gosh,
them?
Yes, we did a selfie the other day, and I straight up was like, let's take a picture. And I put the camera in front of him, and he goes like this. I was like, where did you learn that from? Because it was not me. This one.
Baby duck face. All right, listen, thank you guys so much. It was
Thank
so
you.
nice
Yeah,
having
thank
you.
you.
I can't wait to see what
Thank you
the
guys.
4th year brings for Dailey Bumps. All right, thank you.
There you go. So exciting, right?
That was sort of beautiful.
The power of YouTube.